I have not thought about what I'm going to say. Hello, it is 5:30 in the morning. Look how many people are already here. It doesn't open for another hour. Why are there so many people here? But, in case you hadn't worked it out, today is the grand opening of Crossrail, the Elizabeth line. I've been waiting for this day for like 10 years. I'm so excited. Ridiculously excited, in fact. I don't know how to convey on camera how excited I am. What was I going to say? I was going to say, here's a little video to tell you what Crossrail's about that I prepared in advance.
So let's talk about what Crossrail is. Stretching from Reading and Heathrow in the west, Crossrail, also known as the Elizabeth line, heads through the city in 13 miles of new twin-board tunnels, with 2 branches to Shenfield and Abbey Wood in the east. The stretches from Paddington to Reading and Heathrow, as well as Liverpool Street to Shenfield, use existing lines that have been operating for a long time already. For the past few years, they've been carrying TfL Rail branding, but using Elizabeth line trains, the Class 345s. As of today, from now on they'll be rebranded as the Elizabeth line, but won't actually connect to the central core. That central core being the topic of today's video. Everyone's getting very excited about it, as it is opening today, with services running from Paddington to Abbey Wood, although Bond Street station is running behind the rest of the line and won't open for a few more months. As for when the rest of the network will be connected into the core, the lines from Reading, Heathrow and Shenfield are expected to merge with it in autumn 2022, although the full timetable, with services running from Shenfield all the way through to Reading, will not be operational until May 2023. It wasn't long before more people turned up, including the Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan. With the amount of people there, I was glad that I had turned up when I did, as the later arrivals did not manage to make the first train.
I wasn't filming, but they're opening the things. It's getting crowded. I feel like I might get crushed to death. If these are my last words, then I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm sorry for, but you know. Alright, the escalators. I'll go on the left. Oh! Look how busy it is already. It's really weird to see it so busy, because when you've seen all the pictures and stuff of it, it's empty. It is very much not like this, apart from maybe on some of the test days. Look at this. All the people on the machines.
Oh no. Why am I using?
Okay, it's just got very real. Now that we're actually descending into the platforms, it suddenly feels very real. There is a Class 345 right there. It's, I don't know, empty? Well, it is empty. This! Oh, okay, it suddenly feels very real. I've been waiting for this day. Well, I almost walked into someone.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Paddington Elizabeth Line Station.
Woo!
If you're making your way down the escalators, please spread out right away along the full length of the platform. Once again, please spread right the way down the full length of the platform.
The first ever Elizabeth Line train is now pulling in to platform, what platform is this? Platform A. All the eastbound to platform A, all the westbound to platform B. The first ever train has arrived.
Good morning, everyone. I am absolutely delighted to announce that the train now approaching platform A is your very first Paddington Elizabeth Line service to Abbey Wood via Canary Wharf.
Woo!
It's been years in the making. Tons of effort has come to this moment. Once again, train now on platform A, which the doors will be opening shortly. Is your line service
Oh,
to Abbey Wood via Canary Wharf.
the time is 6:27. Supposedly it leaves at 6:30, or I've heard rumour it's a bit later, 6:32, 6:33. That's car.
And also a slight correction on my part. The train currently on platform A is not in service. Your next train will be the first train to Abbey Wood, departing at
It's another test train.
06:33. Thank you very much.
Okay, so it is 6:33. That means that technically it's going to be the second Elizabeth line train, because I think the one from Abbey Wood does leave.
Move right down the platform, please. Move right down the platform.
Oh, it's off. The one from Abbey Wood leaves at 6:30 or 6:31. So technically it's the second train, but it's the first train to go through the new tunnels under central London. The first train to leave Paddington also. Oh my goodness, it's happening. The first ever Elizabeth line train is arriving.
Platform A is your Elizabeth line
That's me.
service to Abbey Wood via Canary Wharf.
Woo!
Please move right down the platform, move right down the train, move right down the platform and train. Train now approaching is your first Elizabeth line service from Paddington to Abbey Wood via Canary Wharf. This train will be calling at Tottenham Court Road, Farringdon, Liverpool Street, Whitechapel, Canary Wharf, Custom House, Woolwich, and finally, Abbey Wood.
Next station, Tottenham Court Road.
We're on the train. You can see sort of the station behind me. It's a bit reflecty on the windows. We're on the train. I cannot tell you how unreal this feels to be on the first ever. I've said this 1,000 times, but it's just got very real. And it's just got even more real now that I'm actually sitting on the train.
This train is now ready to depart. Please stand clear of the closing. We're now officially off.
This is the train to Abbey Wood via Canary Wharf.
Okay, now it feels even more real. This isn't some big hallucination. I'm actually here.
Tottenham Court Road.
I found that quite interesting.
Central and Northern.
There are a load of people that didn't get on, so they clearly just wanted to film it going. What's wrong with them? Get on the train. You only have one chance if you're up this early anyway. I mean, you know, you do you, I guess. The first thing I've noticed is that you can see, is it this side or is it the other side? No, it's this side. A little walkway which runs parallel to the track, which of course they have because of it being a new line. They don't have that on the tube, but they've got it here, an emergency walkway for evacuation, so that you can literally just open the doors and everyone walks along it. So that straight away has differentiated this from a normal tube line. Not that this is even a tube line anyway, because obviously it's a mainline railway that just goes underneath London, as I said in my little explainer at the beginning. Or did I? Maybe I didn't. It's actually quite confusing that they've called it the Elizabeth line at all, because it's not a tube line. And the original name Crossrail makes a lot more sense, because that clarifies that it's a railway. It's a mainline railway with mainline trains. Like, these are massive. This is not a tube train. It's a big deal. So, pretty soon we're going to pass through Bond Street, which is the first station on the line, except it isn't, because it's shut, because they haven't finished it yet. It's running behind the rest of the line. We'll be passing through that pretty soon. If we look at the map, Bond Street, shut. Also, I'm in the last car. Oh, there is Bond Street. It's all closed. Opening soon. That sign even said opening soon. I love that there's a load of engineers on the platform watching us come through. Oh, I have no idea what that room was. So that has actually answered one of my questions. One of my questions has always been, at Bond Street, is the train actually going to stop? Because it might be pre-programmed to just stop at every station. So it might stop there and just not open the doors. Apparently that's not the case, we just pass through at high speed. And now pretty soon we'll be at Tottenham Court Road. Bond Street and Tottenham Court Road are fairly close together. I mean, obviously the stations are far apart because it's a new express, well, I say express, semi-express railway.
Next station, Tottenham Court Road.
Yep, thought so. And we're actually going to stop here. I'm gonna stand by the doors, step out onto the platform, take a quick look, and then get back on the train very quickly. Here it is. Okay, there's a load of people getting on.
Connaught, Farringdon, Liverpool Street, Whitechapel, Canary Wharf, Custom House, Woolwich, and Abbey Wood.
I knew this place would be vast when I saw the pictures.
All the trains.
Holy moly, it is
Welcome to
massive.
the Elizabeth line. Please tap this on your social media. Hashtag
It's huge.
Thank you once again. This train will be calling at Farringdon, Liverpool Street, Whitechapel, Canary Wharf, Custom House, Woolwich, and then Abbey Wood. Please stand back. This train is now going to depart. Thank you once again.
Yeah. Tottenham Court Road, done. Next is, where is next? It's Farringdon, isn't it? Farringdon next. I can double check. Yep, Farringdon. Up there, Farringdon.
This is the train to Abbey Wood via Canary Wharf. Next station, Farringdon.
I've seen a lot of people saying this already. Oh, it's moving around quite a lot. It's a bit roller coastery. I've seen a lot of people saying this before when they've been here on the opening days and stuff. But it's very quiet. It is very quiet here. If you think of when you go on the tube, it's not like that at all. I mean,
Next station, Farringdon.
there are quieter things, but it definitely does not compare to the tube at all. We're now arriving into Farringdon. That is me, and that is the station. Change here for Thameslink and the Metropolitan Circle and Hammersmith and City lines.
This is Farringdon. Next station is Liverpool Street. This train will be calling out Liverpool Street, Whitechapel.
So you can really see the full length of the platform here. You couldn't see the full length of the platform in quite the same way at Tottenham Court Road because it was curved, but when you see this, it is, it's massive. So, we're approaching Liverpool Street. There you go. And I find it funny, I didn't get it on video, but it'll probably play again. The announcement that talks about change here for you know, this, that, the other.
Liverpool Street.
And it goes on forever because it's not just Liverpool Street, it's an interchange with Moorgate as well. So it includes the Northern City line, it includes the Northern line, funnily enough. There's so much stuff going on here at Liverpool Street because it's crazy. Also, I just had my picture taken, which is pretty cool. I'm guessing some official TfL photographer or something. I'm going to be famous now.
You're already famous.
I can assure you I'm not, but here we are at Liverpool Street. I don't know why I keep showing that end of the platform, because that's the short end. It's busy. It sure is busy.
Is Whitechapel.
I'm not sure where actually the passing point is, because at some point the train from Abbey Wood will be passing through to Paddington. At some point we're going to pass. I'm not sure, is Liverpool Street the midway point, or is it further east, further west? Have we passed it already? Are we about to pass it? Maybe it's pulling in on the other platform as we speak. I don't really know. Mind the closing doors. Also this I've just noticed, because Those aren't any of the core stations, but out in some of the above ground sections where it's taking over the conventional lines.
This is the train to Abbey Wood via Canary Wharf. Next station, Whitechapel.
I'm excited. Can you tell? Can you tell I'm excited? Is it obvious? Am I being subtle about it? Should I be more obvious? I love how you can look down the train. You can't see that far down because there's a load of people there, but I can guarantee you if you got the second train, or if you just got another train later in the day when it's quieter, you'll be able to see right the way down the train.
This time-lapse footage was captured later on in the day on a quieter train. It's super cool to watch it snaking from side to side.
There's a load of services stuff or something there. Anyway, we're now at Whitechapel. Whitechapel. Change here for the London Overground, as well as the District and Hammersmith and City lines. It is huge. It is a massive station. All the stations are. Also the benches, Elizabeth line exclusive. You won't find benches like that anywhere else.
This is the train to Abbey Wood via Canary Wharf. Next station, Canary Wharf. Change for Jubilee and DLR.
Apparently, I'm going to have to fact check this, but apparently it speeds through it up to 60 miles an hour under these tunnels, which is really quick, 60 miles an hour. When you consider most tube lines operate 20, 30, 40 max, 60 miles an hour is really quick. They say this is going to transform London. I believe them. It really is. Bringing east and west so much closer together. It just doesn't even compare with anything. A lot of people have been comparing it with Thameslink. Yes, it is like Thameslink in many ways, in that it's a mainline railway that goes through central London, joins conventional railways either side of it.
Canary Wharf.
But it is not this quick by any means. It does not provide the same transformation in terms of reducing journey times and all of that. I mean, it does, but not on the same level. Nowhere near on the same level. So this is a lot more open than all the other stations because it's not a tunnelled station like they were. This is like I think they call it a box station. It's built in an old dock and they literally just like sunk in this massive concrete box. And yeah, just this massive concrete box, and then they just dumped a station in it. Somewhere way up there as well, there's a whole shopping centre they built on top of the station. There's a rooftop garden. There's so much stuff here. Like it's. There's a train approaching the other platform. Hold on. Oh. Where's the train on the other platform? Where is it? There it is. Pulling out of Canary Wharf. I like the yellow escalators as well. They're cool.
Next station, Custom House. Change for.
Just as a little side note, I feel like now is as good a time as any to point out that yes, I'm wearing matching socks, because why would I not do that? So this journey is quite a long one from Canary Wharf to Custom House. But the stations get gradually less and less frequent the further you get. We've got matching things!
Oh,
we got.
there's a hoodie though.
Hold on. Yeah, well. It matches! Woo! Yeah, the stations get less close together the further from central London you get, I notice. Custom House. Oh, look at that, we're emerging into daylight. Out of the new tunnel, will we see a DLR train? Oh, there's another cross-perp train. That took me by surprise. I actually had to press the button to open the doors. This is an above ground station. You can see actually a lot of the doors aren't open. There's no platform edge doors, platform screen doors, anything like that here. I am surprised that I had to push the button. I don't know if that's meant to be like that or not. But, okay, the doors are... Here we go. We did not stop there for as long as I thought we would. So although this is above ground, most of the above ground stations were just on conventional lines that have been converted. This is actually one of the new stations. I am surprised that you have to open the doors though. What's with that? I thought in the core section. Mind you, maybe this doesn't count as the core section. I don't know. Maybe the core section is just Paddington to Liverpool Street.
Next station, Woolwich.
Woolwich. So Woolwich is another underground station. So I imagine you'll have to...
And National Rail Services.
I imagine the doors will open automatically there. Got the DLR there. And now we're going through the Silvertown tunnel, the Connaught tunnel, whatever it's called. This is, in my opinion, one of the most fascinating aspects of the whole railway, is where they've converted this old disused railway into the modern line, and it included rebuilding this tunnel that we're passing through now. So this isn't a new tunnel. This has been here for like a long time, at least 100 years. I mean, not that you can really see it. You can see me. Hello. But yeah, you can see sort of that this is a twin track tunnel, which gives you an idea of how this is not one of the new bits, because they're all single board tunnels, the new bits. And now we're emerging out the other side. And interestingly, what we do here is we emerge and we run along the old alignment of the railway for a bit, and then we dip back down again. Because, oh, there's another one. There is potential for a station somewhere along here, along this above ground section that we're passing along now. Semi-decent view. There's potential for a future station here, not that there's much space, to serve the nearby London City Airport, which is just over there. But they haven't built it, which kind of sucks in some ways. But in other ways, it means faster journey times, so, and it's cheaper, yeah. I guess the cost-benefit ratio wasn't good enough to justify it. But it's nice that it's future-proofed or whatever. We're now back in the tunnel, and we're going to stay in the tunnel until we get to Woolwich. Now, Woolwich station was actually never in the original plans for Crossrail. It was just going to be a really, really long tunnel straight from there in Silvertown to Abbey Wood. But they managed to, the local residents lobbied for a station there, and partly just because it's such a long journey anyway, and they did manage to secure a station getting built in Woolwich, partly due to actually private developers saying, can we have a station? I think they part funded it, and now they're building a load of flats in and around the station. And we're arriving there now. Look at that, we line up perfectly with the sign. So again, this is another station constructed in a box format. These are the escalators. Oi. Again, yeah, what was I saying? I film like this. Another station constructed in a box rather than excavated and dug out underneath, because they have more space for things like that out here. So yeah, they've done that for here and also at Canary Wharf. And Paddington, funnily enough, where we started this journey. There goes the station.
Next station, Abbey Wood. Change for National Rail Services.
It was originally meant to go to beyond Abbey Wood and then down to Ebbsfleet and places like that. That didn't happen. So the compromise was to build Abbey Wood station where you can change across to the southeastern trains, And as part of that, because they know there's going to be a lot of people changing across, they've installed like loads of footbridges that go over, much more than the station would need if it were just an intermediate station. They've installed loads of footbridges so that you can easily change from the Crossrail platforms to the mainline platforms. It included a complete rebuild of the station. They didn't just bolt it on the side. They completely rebuilt the whole thing. And we're slowing down, so I think we'll be there soon. Oh, daylight. Over there, you can see the depot where they keep the trains, or one of the depots, should I say. I think they've got 2 or 3. That's one. I saw the other one out west, nearest Paddington in the Old Oak Common area. And then, of course, you've also got another depot for the lines from Liverpool Street to Shenfield. So 3 depots, I think. I will fact check, probably. Or if you know, let me know in a comment. Bing bong.
Thank you everyone for joining me today on this Elizabeth line service. We're coming into Abbey Wood and the doors will open on the left hand side just as long as you're looking at the front of the train. Thank you.
Next station, Abbey Wood, where this train terminates. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted.
I found that interesting. Did you see the other platform was like longer than this one? I don't know what that's all about. Ooh, that's something I've just noticed as well. On that train, the little boards on the side also gave the head code. Oh, we've got to open the doors apparently. Here we are at Abbey Wood. Again, this demonstrates perfectly that you can see it's electrified with overhead wires, 25 kilovolts, as opposed to third rail like on the mainline trains you get here, on the southeastern lines, or like you get on the underground indeed, although they use a 4-rail system. So, by the looks of things, a load of people are about to get on this train because this is the first train heading back the other way. I'm going to try and get a picture of what I was talking about earlier, which is that they appear to show the head code on the side. Also, this is leaving in 2 minutes. There you go. Here's the head code. Paddington, next stop Woolwich. I'm going to get on and head the other way.
This is the train to Paddington.
I have not decided what I'm going to do with regards to this video yet. I don't know. Should I end it here or should I go back the other way? I don't know. If I'm ending it here, then thank you for watching. I've got a lot of content planned. If you like railway stuff. A lot of it's already filmed, I just need to edit it. Subscribe if you want to see that. If you don't want to see that, don't subscribe. I don't mind either way. Oh, Abbey Wood, beautiful station. Thanks for watching.
And so, that concludes today's video. This video was mainly to highlight the experiences of the opening day, and what it was like to ride the first train out of Paddington. At some point later on in the week, I'll be taking another trip to London to look around the Elizabeth line in more depth, and do things such as having a proper look around each station. This is just one of many more videos I have planned, so if you're interested in seeing those, make sure you're subscribed. Until next time, thanks for watching.
This service currently at platform B is your westbound service heading to